What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half your dynamic duo, twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
What up, what up?
And we are recapping NXT No Mercy. Now, we do want to apologize for getting this out a bit late. That was totally scheduling conflicts and issues on our part. So, we'll jump right into it so that we don't have to waste any more time. Opening up, we had the NXT Tag Team titles on the line. Chase U defends against former champions Nathan Frazer and Axiom.
What do they call them? So Fraxium?
I don't know what the hell they call themselves, but I ain't calling them that. Anywho's. So this match, for majority of it, Axiom and Frazer really did dominate. There wasn't a lot of offense on Chase U's side, I would say. Especially when they had Andre Chase in the ring.
Did you and I watch the same match?
I don't know, did we?
Because, granted, you were also busy, cleaning and folding your laundry, so when you looked up, you just happened to catch the moment in which Frazer and Axiom had control. But it was actually a decent amount of back and forth.
More or less, I saw, like you said, the control of...
Yeah, in the opportunities that you got to look up, you saw that. But being able to watch, me being able to pay more attention to the match, I got to see a lot of offense come off of both ends.
Okay. Alright. Picking up the win in this one, because there's honestly not much to say about this match except for what happens post-match.
I say post-match is the more...
Your new tag team champions were Axiom and Nathan Frazer.
Now, take us into the post-match, because I have a lot to say about that as well.
Alright, so post-match, we see Chase U gather in the ring and kind of have, like, a family moment. And then as Duke Hudson and Riley are getting ready to exit the ring, Ridge Holland attacks them and then proceeds to attack and take out Andre Chase, leading him to be removed from the pay-per-view center in an ambulance. Now, Brother Pyro, what you got to say?
Oh, stupid.
It was.
So what was the point in having them win the title just for them to lose it a few weeks later? And before you say anything, because you said it last night, oh, because this happened. Yeah, well, you could have told the same story without having put the titles on Chase U in the first place. And it would have been just about the same result.
I mean, true.
The genuine emotion, the Hale begging him to stop, and, him being pissed off and being like, haha, I got you, I wasn't really trying to be part of your team. I just needed you to lower your confidence, or your walls, because I needed somebody to attack. Joke's on you. Could have told that same story without the titles.
I mean, that's true.
At all being involved. They could have lost, and then they could have lost again. And it still would have made sense for Ridge to attack.
True. Alright, so since we are done with this, you're great on this one?
B+.
Alright. Next match?
Next match is the match I was probably the most excited about. Wes Lee taking on new X-Division champion and former best friend, Zachary Wentz. Now, this match, you got to see exactly how personal this was for both of them. And you also got to see how well they knew each other. Because those first opening minutes, those first 2 minutes were literally just counter after counter after counter. Hey, I know you're going to jump here, so now I'm going to do this. And
yeah,
it was 100%. I know how to read you because we've spent so much of our career together.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good match.
Oh, dude, that match was absolutely phenomenal. That match could have done no wrong. You got to see, eventually you did get to see them kind of both make adjustments to their offenses and defenses. Mm-hmm. To
really dig down into that book of trick, or that
tricks. You kind of had to, because Now you have to figure out, oh, hey.
How do I get around this person?
How do I get around this person that knows me this well? You got to see a lot more aggressive side from what coming out of Wes Lee, you know, the slam on him putting, you know, Zachary Wentz through the table, the attempted mediocre against the steel steps.
Which he had done to
Trey Miguel.
Weeks prior. Yeah.
And the initial betrayal.
Broke your heart.
It did. It did. But you know, you got to see, I want to say it was like a pop bump or a power bomb or a slam like on the edge of the ring.
Yeah.
I believe I saw at one point. But you got to see these two really go at it, really tell their story. At one point, Wes went to go use a steel chair. Yes. Trey Miguel popped up from the timekeeper's area and pulled the chair away. Wes Lee definitely...
You ain't about to hurt my boy.
Exactly. Wes Lee definitely lost sight of what was important there.
Yeah, definitely.
And so what happened was, you know, Wes Lee gets back in the ring. They continue to go back and forth a little bit, going into the ending moments and picking up the win. Zachary Wentz, which I think was, you even said it, like, bold move having the TNA talent go over.
Well, what did I say in the pre-show? I totally wanted it to be Zachary Wentz. However, I didn't think that they were necessarily going to give it to a TNA guy because, again, very bold move of doing it.
See,
so all of us
but
went
now,
Wes Lee.
Yes, but I even said it like, look, he's just coming off of a title win. Mm-hmm. You can then continue this story. Wes Lee being on some wah BS. You didn't beat me by yourself, Zach.
We know that's definitely gonna happen.
So I want a rematch, 1-on-1. Let's do it. You know, they can, you know, then move this storyline into a TNA ring. You know, maybe throw that X-Division title on the line.
Maybe.
And you know, you could keep this going because both men, I'll be damned if they could put on a bad match, especially together. I
mean, I agree. This was absolutely beautiful. And for this to be, again, like you had said, one of my introductions into the Rascals.
Yes. The fact that this merger is what introduced you to the Rascals and the fact that you immediately became a fan was the part that really gets me as insta-fan. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing bad about them, so.
No, they're great.
So, anyways, you're great for this one.
A+. The match could not have been done any more perfectly.
All right, going into our next, we have the... Aww.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
I had to deal with it on the pre-show. You can deal with it here.
I don't wanna... Can we just skip this match? This match never happened.
It happened.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Only in your dreams.
Why would I dream about this?
Women's North American Championship. Kelani Jordan, because nobody does it like Lonnie. Can you tell who I love? Takes on Wendy Choo. Are you done dying?
Hey, you stuck it with me. You intentionally set it up so I had this on the pre-show.
I didn't actually. I just thought that this was going to be the order.
So, you know what? I'm not even sorry for the fact that...
I don't even know if I called this card correctly, but I kind of feel like I did.
You want to go back and look at a bit?
No, I'm good. We'll look later. I'll put it in the description if I did. But I kind of feel like I did. I don't know. Part of me feels like I called this card.
Again, gotcha.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Anywho, this match was really stiff. It was borderline meh.
The chemistry was not great.
Kelani Jordan's chemistry with anybody in the ring is not great. It is absolute terrible. I can't... If y'all thought I disliked Eddie Kingston before, I really dislike Kelani.
You eventually grew to like you eventually grew into an Eddie Kingston fan. I don't see the same fate happening for Kelani.
No, the same fate will not happen for Kelani. I can tell you that as of right now, it will not happen. yeah, this match was... There's not a lot of good points in it at all. This match was very stiff. They tried to have it be a quicker pace, but unfortunately that didn't seem to work in their favor.
That doesn't work with Wendy Choo's style.
No, it doesn't. She's more slow. I need to work on you. She's more methodical in her work. But honestly, there's not much I can say for this, and I hate that I can't say much about a women's match. So... I'll let you give your grade, and then we'll just move on to the next one.
You have to give the result.
Oh, if you can't tell by the way I'm speaking, Kelani Jordan won.
There you go.
Because Lord knows I care for that woman in any aspect of this. Okay, here's the thing that I've noticed about us versus a lot of other podcasters when it comes to like wrestling. A lot of other podcasters, they will remain entirely neutral. They don't show their favorites on screen or in the microphone. They don't talk about like, oh, this person's my favorite. I'm really hyped when they win. Oh, I really dislike this person. I'm going to get upset and I'm not going to care about their matches if they're in a match. Me and you, we'll sit here.
We definitely let our feelings be known.
Why am I going to lie? I don't like Kelani's style. She has no chemistry with anybody that she's been in the ring with. And me and you have been watching wrestling for so long and doing this podcast for so long that we know how to analyze these things. And we know, like, when somebody fits the mold as somebody who should be a champion and when they don't. So, Kelani, personally, as of right now, does not fit that mold. She has a lot of screws to be tightened. She needs to go and get a whole new tweak. Just done. Give me a new body.
Yeah.
Alright, and your grade for this one because you did not give it. Yeah. Alright, next matchup.
Next matchup, we have the NXT North American title, Oba Femi versus Tony D'Angelo.
The Don of NXT.
So, great match. You got... You really got to see what this meant to both men.
You really got to see Tony D dig in deep for his mega tricks. Yeah, definitely.
At one point, they're on the outside. Oba gets in the face of...
It was, oh my god, I said his name last night. Chris Safino.
Thank you! Eventually I will remember your name. I am sorry. Don't take it as me trying to disrespect you, because that's not what I'm trying to do at all. He gets his hands on him, pulls a crowbar out of his jacket. Now, mind you, Crucifino is literally just standing there, minding his own business, That's it.
He just there for his boy, man.
Right, like, they're all there just for his sport. He grabs the crowbar. You can tell Oba has some ill intentions with that crowbar. Stax then gets involved, pulls it away from him, and is like, yeah, no, we're not. You're not going to do this.
You got upset at the fact that Stax stepped in.
I did not.
You did, because you were like, because I remember me and you arguing last night. I had said that Crucifino had done absolutely nothing to deserve the attack, which you agreed with.
I was like, dude, he was just standing there. What the hell?
But then you said that Stax definitely deserved his because he was the one that got involved.
Yeah.
Till you noticed the crowbar. Then you had something different to say.
I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
Uh-huh, of course you do.
Fight me. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so... Again, you got to see, like, Don Ruler, which title, which label holds more weight. In the end, however, it was the Ruler. Oba Femi comes out, takes the win after a barrage of power bombs, because he tried earlier.
A barrage or a triage? Because that was 3.
Whatever.
At the end, he did the one... That didn't solidify it, but then he did 2 back-to-back, so... Yeah. So I call it a triage, a power bombs.
He hit him. He got the win. Tony D definitely did not go quietly into the night, because he definitely made Oba fight for this. And even you said it, this was probably his toughest...
opponent.
His toughest opponent, his toughest battle to date.
Like, normally, when watching Oba Femi matches, even back when Wes Lee was challenging for the championship, because Wes Lee is noted as the greatest NXT North American champion of all time, he did this for a bit, and then it was just kind of a, okay, now we're done type deal. Like, Wes put in his fight, but it was not anywhere to the capacity of Tony D.
No. Absolutely not.
So I definitely think that this was Oba's, like, top-tier fight for right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to see Oba drop the title to Tony D if they were to do this again.
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
And I'd love to see it again.
I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. And, again, you're not wrong. I would love to see Oba drop the title only because, again, I think it's time.
You think he's ready for bigger and better things?
I definitely think he's ready for that NXT title.
All right, and then your grade on this one?
B+.
Okay.
Only because, again, I think the wrong person went over.
All right. Co-main event, per usual, NXT Women's Championship.
Oh, look at that! You got both women's matches.
Oh, yippee! I'm so blessed. You gave me Kelani, Jordan. You're not gonna get me happy, but Roxanne Perez.
But you also got the perfect one of the only other perfect matches on this card.
Touche. Anyways, Roxanne Perez takes on challenger Jada Parker. I have to say, don't hit that button. Don't hit that button live, sir. That's one of Baby Crossroads' toys, and you don't need that. That thing's loud. I'm not even kidding you. Like, all right.
I didn't even realize that my head was on the button.
Yeah, no, your hand was just right over that button, and that button is very sensitive, and if that goes live while we're live, that is gonna, like, screech and kill everybody's ears here, man.
Headphone warning, but this time it wasn't because of Brother Pyro.
I mean, technically it was because of Brother Pyro.
It wasn't due to a pyro rant.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll get one of those. Who knows? Anywho, okay.
I gave my mini rant at the beginning of the show. I think I'm good.
Roxanne, Jada, I cannot say this enough about these two women. They put on an absolute...
Oh, I cannot say enough good things about this match.
Like, with the way that, they've been booking Roxanne, she's been a very dominant champion. She has been. And it's been absolutely beautiful to see.
It's funny, we were talking last night while we were watching. Mm-hmm. And I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that me and you were both like, yo, she's still so new at this, but you can tell she has improved so much from the debut, and we're talking about Jada. Mm-hmm. Roxanne's been doing this for about 6 years, and mind you, she's only 22.
Yeah.
Jada's only been doing this about 8 months. And we also compared it to Miss Kelani.
Yes.
The difference in just person, in the people in the ring. Mm-hmm. Some people pick it up a lot better and a lot easier than others.
And I had even pointed it out that after this match, because, I'm just going to give it a little early. Roxanne was the one that retained the championship. But I did point it out after this match that Jada definitely needs to go for that NXT North American Championship.
And then build her back up to the NXT Women's title.
Because if anybody is going to take this title, the women's title after Roxanne is, like, really said and done and needs to go up to the main roster, I definitely think it needs to be Jada's time.
Jada can...
She definitely picked this up. She did phenomenal in the ring going against, Roxanne, who, again, like I said, has been a very dominant champion.
She is 100%.
And if you notice how the last couple matches have been that she has had, it has been more of, let me take you off your footing, let something either distract you or let me harm you. I'm talking, let's Jordan Grace and Lola Vice.
Distraction, injury. Let
me find something because you are bigger than me to take you out.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas this, you didn't see that.
Oh, no.
Jada did not go into this 100%.
And you know what? There was still no quit in that woman.
No.
Like, let's be real. She took the, what was it? Pop rocks on the,
on the barricade.
barricade.
She also ran, like, that taped side through the barricade.
Oh, yeah. Like, no, Jada's a future world champion, in my opinion.
Not even just in NXT.
Oh, no. If she can translate well, because we've also seen a lot of people go from NXT to the main roster and not be as over and, just not culminate with the fans as well or as strongly.
I think
Jada might be one of the few exceptions. We'll have to wait and see. But I could see it being a thing. I could see it being a very real possibility in her future.
I say this. I say, by the time that Jada comes up, I don't think we have the Good Brothers around anymore. I think that you definitely keep her and Meechin on different brands because of the fact that their styles are so similar with Meechin pairing with the Good Brothers, and that's specifically why I say it like this. And then you bring up OTM with her because Jada Parker doesn't get as big as Jada Parker does without teaming with OTM.
Oh, absolutely, because if you look at the breakout tournament, like you got to see something.
Yeah.
You got to see everything prior to that team up, but like she wasn't really.
She had no traction. She had the right shoes, but they were slippery. It is what I kind of look at it for. You had the right skill, you had the right looks, you had the right charisma. You didn't have the right people to put you out there. Even though OTM at the time was such a new tag team too.
Oh yeah, no, I think they helped each other.
They definitely did.
I think they helped each other, and that early pairing with Scripps or Reggie, as we once knew him. I think that kind of helped them because that kind of gave him, with him being as new in the company,
to look.
With him being as new in the company as he was, he had already he had started on the main roster. He had gotten to know what that was like. So he was able to help them. Hey, if you want this to work, let's here's some advice here, and here.
Yeah, definitely. If you call them up, keep them together. Do not split OTM because the vibes that they have are so great, and it's nothing like you really see anymore.
No, it's a rare thing.
I mean, when we first saw OTM, do you remember what I said about them? That they looked like a younger version of Crime Time.
Oh yeah.
A younger version of Crime Time, and then you had Hunico and Camacho too. It was like a mix because I remember one of them coming out on the bikes. Yeah. I can't remember which one it was. It was Crime Time or Hunico, but you got to see them on the bikes, and that's what OTM does. And if correct me if I'm wrong, but neither of them had a female side like mouthpiece, and Jada can speak on the mic. So I definitely think that this is, like you said, future world champion, and I think multi-time future world champion. And you know me, I don't speak that ounce of praise for a lot of women that come through the company because normally they don't pick it up and there's not enough traction underneath their shoes.
Right.
Alright, your rating for this, your grade.
My grade, A+. Again, it was another perfect match. Both women really went out there, gave it their all. Told a great story.
Mm-hmm. Now, post-match. You're going to have to help me with the name because I'm
Julia.
So, we got to see the NXT debut of Julia, who, this will be my introduction to her. Brother Pyro knows a lot about her.
She was really big in the Stardom promotion.
Okay.
For those of you guys that know what Stardom is.
More or less Japanese wrestling, I'm assuming.
Stardom was a Japanese promotion. Was it Japanese? I know she's also really big in Mexico.
Okay. But, so she made her debut and essentially kind of pointed at Roxanne and was like, I got next.
Pretty much, and I'm excited for this.
I think you do a slow burn.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to build it up. Because I think that there's so many more women that you could put against Roxanne, and I'd like to see her reign go a lot longer. Right.
Honestly.
Take us into our main event.
Our main event, our NXT title being defended by All Ego Ethan Page against the man that the wrestling world simply believes in, Joe Hendry, with special guest referee Trick Williams. This was a really fun match. Mm-hmm. You had got to see earlier.
Early in the match, you mean?
No. Earlier in the night.
Okay.
Ethan Page and Trick have a moment of, I don't think you're going to call it down the middle. Because, why would you? I heard that he had to say on Tuesday of if he wins, he'll give you a title match. Whatever.
Yeah.
So why not help out? Why not help him out? Why not help yourself out long run? Which, I see where Ethan was coming from.
Definitely.
He had a valid point to be like, I don't trust it. Trick told him, don't worry about you. Don't worry about me. You worry about what you got to get done. Mm-hmm. Trick goes in. He's 100% calling it down the middle. He is calling it fair. Both men are getting their warnings for, DQ, like the potential of a DQ, the count out, the double count out that almost happened.
Yep.
Trick is 100%.
Most of the refs were very lenient in the night, though. I have no.
Yes, but he was very much like, I'm on my P's and Q's. I'm getting my job done the way I'm supposed to.
Crossing my T's and dotting my I's.
That way nobody can accuse me of favoring one competitor over the other. Mm-hmm. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, Trick gets knocked out of the ring.
Yeah, more closing moments.
Another referee. I ain't never seen one ref go down and another ref enter the ring so fast.
Right?
Like
you pointed that out last night, and I was just like, I agree with you.
Like, as soon as Trick went down, here comes the other ref. The title came into play. Ethan Page went to go hit
Hendry
with it. It didn't happen. Ref was like, and instead of, the ref not kicking getting the title out of the ring.
Stupid.
He's like, it just stayed on the floor. Hendry went to go pick it up. Page hits Joe with a DDT on top of the title.
Stupid.
Ref is going for the 3 count. 1, 2, Trick slides back in the ring, stop breaking up the pin. Ref and Trick kind of get into it, then Page and Trick kind of get into it. Trick is really trying to explain to the other ref, hey, he DDT'd him on top of the title. That's a DQ, my guy. Like,
that's
whatever.
The end of this, technically.
Page and Trick are going at it. He's like, no, I'm the ref. I'm the one that's gonna, decide how and when this ends. They go out. They're going back and forth. Hendry then hits a standing ovation. 1, 2, Page is able to get the kick out. Page
hits a standing ovation.
Hits a standing ovation of his own. And that's where, again, another kick out. But going towards the end of the match, Trick is, again, with the other ref, back's turned, whatever. Low blow, Ego's Edge, 1, 2, 3. Ethan Page retains. Trick did do his job of calling it down the middle.
Did a slow count, though.
A very reluctant count.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the job done, just like he said he would. And, you know what? I think it was good. You got to, tie in the Joe Hendry to Trick story, the Hendry to Page story, the Trick to Page story, and then post-match you got another thing. Earlier in the night, they had some vignettes from Pete Dunne and Trick Williams ahead of their NXT match this later on tonight. Pete Dunne at one point said, I don't know if you'll make it to Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Well, we gonna see. Trick gets pulled out of the, Trick and Page are arguing post-match, having a moment. Pete Dunne then comes in, pulls out Trick from the ring, hits the bitter end on the outside, and gone.
Deuces.
Page is still in the ring celebrating, so I'm excited to see what's next here.
I am too. Grade for this one?
A.
No doubt about that, honestly. Except for I think you would have wanted Joe Hendry to go over.
I did, because I thought you could have done something a lot bigger with it being Joe Hendry.
All right. And, that concludes NXT No Mercy. I'm very excited to see what happens.
Overall grade for the show was an A-.
I was going to get to that. I'm very excited to see not only where we go. Obviously, we just had... we have NXT tonight. I'm very excited to see where we go once we go on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ava did announce that we will be having a triple threat tag team match.
Number one contender match.
Yep, tonight. And it will be Rascals, Gallus, and...
Hank and Tank. We will also... we also got word that debut...
Yes.
In Chicago, we will see the winner between Ethan Page and Joe Hendry. Now we know Ethan Page. Will be defending that title.
We just need to see who it's against. And I think you give it to Trick again. I also think if that's the case, All Ego drops the title.
Yes.
Personally. So, I'm very excited to see where we go. I'm very excited to see what we... where we come full circle, our next pay-per-view, which for NXT is going to be one you were very excited about.
Halloween Havoc.
So, with that being said, that concludes this, and we don't see you guys until October. No? Oh, we see you guys next weekend. I completely forgot about
the 7th
AEW.
for All Out.
Oh, I don't care about AEW.
Then October.
And with that, you guys, we leave you. Laters.